Here's a thought for you. Lupinus is bad. I mean, really bad. Um, I can't believe people build her. So it's 2:40 a.m. in the morning, and I can't sleep. And I thought maybe I'll make a video on why I don't believe Lupinus is good. Bear with me. Something's wrong with my phone. Everything runs slow. So the only situation I would ever use her is one, budget Necropolis. And I'm not even in a Necropolis. And I know for a fact there are better monsters than Lupinus for Necropolis. Is that? Yeah, well, never mind. That sounded cool though. Anyways, let's get down to the bones, to the meat. Let's get into it. Let's just dig in, right? So let me review her skills, and I'll tell you the first person that comes to mind that sounds a lot like her, but better in all ways. So, Tempest Sword attacks the enemy target 2 times, and it attacks all enemies on the third attack to pretty much inflict damage uh, based on the enemy's max HP and decreases their attack by 30%. So, enemy max HP is very nice damage a lot of the time, but I don't think she's overly good. I should have pulled up summonerswar.co just to see what her overall multipliers are, but I don't think they're that good. Um, so then we got Magic Surge. Attacks the target that isn't granted with any beneficial effects with 3 magic bolts and silences the target for 2 turns with a 75% chance. It's silent. I really like this skill. It's the only thing I like, only skill of hers that I actually care for. Main reason I like this skill so much is mainly just because, well, I mean, I use her, and I prefer her a lot more over Lupinus. Personal reason, personal bias, I don't think she's that good at all. Lupinus, I mean. So I pulled up so it's about a 600% multiplier. Each attack is, what? No, never mind. It's about a 100% multiplier for each, so it's not even that good of a multiplier. This one, it's 210 per hit, which isn't bad. And then, of course, we got Blade Surge. All of them have it. Attacks the enemy 2 turns. Decreases the enemy's attack speed for 2 turns every hit for 50% chance. That probably goes up to 100. And of course, the crit rate lead by 19. Not going to be better than your Thin-Mars you probably have. And if you don't have a Thin-Mars, okay, I don't care. I'm just saying. So, instantly, she doesn't have a kit that really works for anywhere good. Silence doesn't work on boss monsters, so why bring her into GB10 exactly when her second skill is just going to be damage? And it's not bringing anything, she doesn't bring anything to help your team out. And even if she does decrease the enemy's attack speed, it's a 50% chance, so it's not nearly as likely as someone, let's say, sorry about that, that's my Facebook, I think. I'll mute my computer here. She doesn't bring in anything to support your team, and the stuff she does against the enemy is decreases the attack bar, which, yeah, that is good, and decreases the speed, but they're not guaranteed. The decreased attack bar could be guaranteed, but is it really good enough for a like every 3 turns to get it? It's not bad necessarily, but why do you want to decrease attack bar so badly when you could have had them killed in in a faster team? And there's one monster that I think's way better than her any day of the week, and that is Spectra. So base 90 speed for her, base 126 speed for Spectra. That is a giant difference. That's a 36 speed you're losing out. So Spectra, right off the bat, is better. Way more speed, will get more turns. Let's look at his first skill. Attacks the enemies with Rage or Sharp Claws. Damage increases to your attack speed. Doesn't bring anything in, but attack speed damage. He has high attack speed, easy to get high attack. He'll do decent damage. Let's look at Special Assault. So pretty much does the exact same thing as she does. Max HP damage, enemies max HP, but does 10% of the does 10% of your HP as well. So yeah, you could say it's bad, but it's still a 3-turn cooldown. And the exact same thing, sends out a gust of wind, has a 50% chance to increase the attack bar by 30% and the attack speed. So you get a better thing, and that's 3 turns. Let's see Loopy here. What's hers? For 2 turns, yeah. And same thing with the decreased attack bar by 30%. So you get the exact same thing, but you're trading a lot less for speed. The speed is so much easier, and you don't have to put any skill ups. Well, you do have to put skill ups into Spectra, but pardon me. I meant you don't have to put Delmont into this Lupinus here, because her skill ups aren't easy to get. You could feed off your Lapis, but why would you do that? Lapis is debatably the best of the 5, not including the light. You could say the light's better. I'm just meaning overall for the best, because everyone could get her. It's more strategies with her. She doesn't awaken into attack speed. The only one I think does is light, right? Doesn't light? Yeah, light does. Maybe a star does too. Yeah, she does. But it's not worth, because you get 90 speed, and maybe he goes to 91 on 6 star. I'll just check. One person has her. No, not 6 star. So no, it doesn't go up past 90, which is a giant anchor in any composition, especially in GB10. That means your brewing quality is gonna have to be that much higher for her to work, and she won't work in DB10. Pardon me, and she won't work just as Spectra is 10 times better in TOA than she is. So why build her, have to put Devilmon into for early to mid game, who don't have any extra magic knights lying around to feed to her, let alone. So you're feeding off. You might be, if you have dupes, you should probably not feed them except for to Lapis. Because I truly believe that Lapis is actually good, and that's the trade-off you're getting. You have a monster who's exactly like Spectra, but Spectra is better. You see where I'm coming from? Spectra just brings everything easier. He's faster, which means you can put a lot more into HP, because speed is not the easiest stat to obtain compared to Spectra. Speed is not easy to obtain compared to HP or accuracy, right? Because you can put accuracy on slot 6, HP slot 2, or sorry, slot 4, and speed slot 2, and just put substats on that, and you're fine for Spectra. But she's gonna need, like, every substat is going to have to be your best speed, and she's going to have to be on Swift to catch up to Spectra, who could probably be on, I don't know what else people run him on. I think he's only Swift, maybe Violent. I don't actually have my built. I'm just fidgeting around with one right now. See, Swift is the preferred choice, and this guy doesn't even have runes maxed. Like, these are trash runes for not bad stats, honestly. Accuracy could be higher, but those aren't terrible stats, and those might get him through anything. See, Violent is the best for him, from some people's perspective, pardon, because he doesn't need the speed that other monsters do. He could survive off of speed slot 2 and sub-decent speed substats. So why build Lupinus over Spectra? Yes, you get a higher base HP. Yes, you get a higher base attack. Yes, you get a higher base defense. But does that really affect anything when those stats are not going to be harder to get compared to speed, which is a big thing? 36 speed is what you're losing out on, and for a 3-star, that's easy to get, easy to skill up, because you can farm skill ups for him. You can farm him. You can't do the same thing for Lupinus. So that's the trade-off you're making. You're losing speed. You're losing speed. You're losing how easy it is to get the skill ups, right? And overall, why, like, you're not just losing those two things, right? I mean, first off, I will say that she's great for Necro. If you want her, use her for Necro. There are better for Necro, way better. But you're just trading so much off when it's so much easier to get it in such a smaller package like Spectra, who is amazing. The only advantage she has over Spectra is her base HP stat and base defense stat being higher, which I don't even know if that's true. For all I know, at 6-star they could be lower. I'm just going to check here. So about 9,000 HP, 600 defense, 500. 600 defense, 9,000 HP, 570 attack, right? Let me see if I can remember that. And for her, at 6-star max is what? 10,000 HP, 670 attack, and a little bit. I think actually that's lower defense, 582, wasn't it? I don't really remember exactly. But I think he had 630 defense, so you actually get more defense. You gotta just get more HP. Like, he doesn't need that high of attack either, right? So, because, like, these are all pretty much based off attack, but you don't need to go pure attack on him. He's more of a support mon. You know, it says that right there. So that's why I believe Lupinus is bad. She is pretty much the exact same kit as Spectra. She only gets silence, which doesn't work against bosses. Which in a T-Way team, if you have Beretta or any other crowd control mons, Tyrone, Varad, right? The list expands. Those are the 3 easiest ones I can think of off the top of my head. A Despair Zeros, right? You will have no issues crowd controlling to the point where you'll need silence, right? So, in the end, in my opinion, I believe. Oh yeah, I'll get to another fact. I believe Lupinus is a terrible mistake to 6-star, and for people who do, go ahead. It's, in my opinion, it's your loss, and lots of people disagree with me, and people think that she's not bad, but I just think Spectral's better. And yeah, I did fuse the Paladin. I kind of regret it. I don't think she's terrible. I have mediocre runes on her, not fully maxed, so I could probably get her better, but I could have also used all the fodder I used for her to 6-star monster like Mihail, Vertile, or Sigmars, because I eventually want to start getting to my first TB10 team. Also, we have this Swift 6-star rune, Swift Legend rune that I plan on reappraising pretty soon here. But yeah, like I said, if you think of building Lupinus, build Spectra, because I'll tell you now, one monster is the better of the two, and that's Spectra. Thanks everyone for watching. I don't really know if you agree on me on this fact, but I mean, it's 3 in the morning now, and I've just been going crazy, and that intro might have been messed up, and I don't want to refilm this because it's too early, and all these different things, right? But pretty much all you guys need to know is that, in my opinion, and in a lot of other people's opinion from what I heard, Loopy is not worth building because of Spectra. That's literally the easiest terms I can get it down for you guys, because I can't continue on this rant for super long. But please, guys, if you can, share this video to newer players who just pulled her. She literally is either 6-star fodder or fodder for one of her sisters, because a star is amazing. I have her on mediocre runes, but she has Magic Surge, but has a really cool passive that I like, and an HP leader. So yeah, if you guys can share this video, that would be great. I'm trying new things out. I have plans. My New Year's resolution for the channel is to start streaming more often. We can get that set up, and to start doing semi-daily uploads. I said I would, but I haven't had the topics necessarily to do it, and I've just had so many issues trying to do the thumbnails again. So hopefully we should have it all dealt with by the end of February, I'll say. That's a long time, but like I said, guys, thank you all for watching. This has been a fun rant against Manny's ideal monster. So thanks, guys. This is why you do not 6-star Lupinus. I'll see you guys later.